DreamGF was one of the first online AI girlfriend websites to really become popular. They've been around for quite a few years now, and today we're going to take a detailed look into the platform, look at all the characters, all the different features they've added, and hopefully by the end of it give you a very good idea of what you can expect from this platform. Now, one of the most important things, if not the most important thing in a lot of our AI girlfriend experiences is the chatting. So first, why don't we go ahead and pick a character here to chat with. Okay, how about Agnola Valley here? Let's go ahead and chat. So this is what the chat screen looks like. You get a little bit of a profile information on the right here. We got our chatting screen here, and you can also ask for photos and send voice notes if you want to. So what should we say first? Hey Agnola, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Okay. Well, they're definitely down and about it. Yes, master, I'm always ready for your desires. Let's see if we can listen to this. Okay, voice message is gonna cost us 1 token.
Yes, master, I am always ready for your desires.
Okay, interesting. Sounds a little bit tinny. I don't know how to describe it, but I mean, it was definitely a voice that matched the message, that's for sure. And let's see if we can spice this up. Well, it went from 0 to 100 very quickly. I'm gonna have to blur out the second half of that message. One thing I'm noticing already is that the responses are quite short. So let's see if I can kind of get some more detail out of these responses. Okay, well, it's sort of ignored my request to keep it safe for work. We got 2 sentences back, but yeah, I mean, her character type definitely fits the messages that are going on right now. I would just say that the roleplay seems a little bit shorter, a little bit more blunt and straight to the point compared to something like Girlfriend GPT or really any other platform like Nomi or Kindred. What about this chat customization here? So I think this lets you kind of give some key information about yourself. It's like some extra context. I wonder what the full profile looks like. Okay, so we're on the full profile here. It has a lot more information about their appearance and their character type. Okay, and yeah, these are gonna have to be blurred, but they have like a public photo gallery, I suppose, of all the photos that have been generated. All of this is gonna have to be blurred. I won't blur it on Patreon, so I guess if you do want to see all these photos, then you can look on Patreon. I'm gonna say the quality actually looks very good, and the resemblance is pretty good as well. It's not perfect, but it's definitely at least getting the hair the same every time. I'm curious if we can get the same kind of results if we generate a photo ourselves. Okay, so we can choose our outfit: nude, cosplay, clothes, or lingerie swimsuit. Okay, let's do lingerie swimsuit. What am I gonna be able to show? Swimsuit. Let's do that. Environment, beach, generate image. Okay, so the photo was generated. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's definitely the character. I don't know why it doesn't seem as high quality, and like there's quite a lot of artifacts along the body. But just from this, I kind of have to say the quality doesn't feel as high as some of the other photo generations that I've looked at. I gave it a second photo as well here. Okay, well, this one solves the problem with all the artifacts. I would say this one looks a lot more realistic, to be honest, but I wouldn't say it feels like completely HD, if you know what I mean. I wonder if we can try something else. How about cosplay? Police in the bedroom, maybe? Okay, well, I didn't want it to be nude, but that is what we've got here, so we're gonna have to blur this. Honestly, I think I'm gonna give it the same result as the last photo generation batch. Like, the realism is very high, but for some reason the photo feels just a little bit grainy compared to a lot of other sites. This photo is quite a bit better though, for sure. Overall, I would say I'm quite impressed with this photo generation. It's not perfect, and I think there are better options out there, but it definitely does the job. Okay, let's get into it a bit more. Let's go ahead and create an AI girl. Okay, which image generator do we want to use? Let's go realistic. Ethnicity, let's do something different. Aussie. Age, 20s, muscular, smiling, purple hair, in a bun. We'll switch it up and go medium for the rest there. Already, there is a lot of options here to choose from. Let's try supermodel, 3/4 to waist, no tattoos, and we will put her in the club. Okay, now we're on to another page. So they definitely don't skip on the detail, that's for sure. We'll leave the name blank so that it will generate a random one for us and have a listen to some of these voices.
Hey babe, how are you doing?
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 Okay, well, there's definitely a wide range of voices. I do think the quality isn't as good as some of the other platforms. Like, it feels a little bit more robotic. Let's go go with this Australia 2-1, seeing as our character is Australian anyway. Okay, and a type. Let's just keep it simple here and go girlfriend. Okay, so they have different levels of desire and attitude based on the different identity that you choose for your character. Okay, that's pretty cool. I do like that. Hobbies and interests. Okay, not too much for options here. And generate. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that is what I asked for. A muscular Australian with purple hair in a bun. So this is Gracie Lauren. Why don't we go ahead and create some more photos with this character?
Okay, is that the same character? It's hard to say.
I think they look a little bit different, to be honest. Let me try one more time. Yeah, I think it would be hard to say that these are the same characters in this photo. I mean, it definitely gets like the specific styling. Like I asked for muscular with a bun and purple hair, but I'm not sure the face is the same really at all. So I think, I mean, I've generated quite a lot of photos now. It's definitely not the best I've seen, but it's definitely passable. Like you could use this for sure and get some decent outputs. This also seems to have a tendency to want to generate nude photos as much as it can, which I guess for most people it's probably not a problem. I was gonna try out the calling feature, but it looks like maybe I can't call with custom characters. Oh no, I can. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so it's like the exact same thing as with Fantasy GF, I think it was, where you can't actually call inside of the platform, like they actually call your real life phone number. A minute costs 3 tokens. I wonder how much that costs. It's a good segue to get into pricing. Okay, so the cheapest one, 100 tokens, is 10 bucks. So for an hour, how much would that be? Well, 10 minutes is 30, so it's gonna be 180 tokens an hour. Okay, so this is gonna, for calling, it's gonna cost you almost $17-18 an hour. That's quite a bit. What about the membership? So the pricing is very reasonable. I think this is sort of in line with the cheapest subscription you can possibly get. It's $12.99 a month for the monthly subscription, $9.99 a month if you buy 3 months, and then it's only $5.99 a month if you pay annually. So that's 70 bucks for a year or $12.99 a month. So I suppose it depends whether you think you could see yourself using this platform a lot over the year, in which case it is absolutely worth getting this annual subscription. And one thing I would say is definitely don't use this website anywhere when someone could walk in on you, because a lot of other platforms have like a not safe for work toggle, which works with mixed effectiveness, but here it's just like, yeah, we're gonna show you boobs and you're gonna enjoy it. So I guess that's pretty funny. There are a lot of characters though. I mean, this whole screen is gonna be blurred, to be honest. Absolutely, it's gonna be blurred, but you click load more and it just keeps going. So they have like a whole creators leaderboard, so you can create your own characters and then publish them, sort of like with GPT Girlfriend and a few other platforms. One last thing I'm a bit curious about here is this tab here, My Fetish. I think this is photo generation, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's basically just like super specific NSFW photo generation. This prompt is not, well, this photo that I got back is not the prompt that I gave. I assume maybe they use like a lower quality model or something because they have to get nudity into this. Let me try one more different thing. Right. Yeah, I mean, the face is kind of not there at all. I don't know what's going on with the feet, but it looks like a completely different style of photo than the one before. So there you have it. That's DreamGF. It's one of the platforms I've been meaning to take a look at for a while and that I just hadn't really gotten around to. Hopefully this kind of gave you an insight as to what the platform looks like, whether you think it could be right for you. So what do I think about scores? Well, for girls, I mean, the quality, the diversity, and the character creation, and also the fact that you can create characters publicly as well and share them, I think that should be pretty high, so that's a 9, I would say, for sure. The second thing is the chat quality, which, to be honest, I don't really think is on the same level as a lot of other platforms at this price point. The responses, although they were quite intense and descriptive, were a little bit short, and I feel like you would struggle to do roleplay here as much as you could on some other platforms. So I'm gonna give chat an 8. In terms of features, well, you had the photo generation, which I also didn't think was the best, but it was definitely pretty good. You can create your own characters, and that was a really in-depth process as well, with a lot of different options, and the outcome really did respect those options as well. You have the voice calling, but you can't do that on the website, and it is also quite expensive as well. So for features, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. So overall, that gives DreamGF an 8.5 out of 10. If you do want to to try it out for yourself, there's a link in the description. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. I would be curious to hear. Thank you so much to my supporters on Patreon: Mark Ward, Blue Shoe, Robert Lytle, Barry Schaefer, and Toby. If you do want to support the videos, help me make more high quality videos, then there's a link to the Patreon in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.